Okay, let's see who jumps in, what's happening, what's not happening. All right, got one person. Let's see who else jumps in. Gonna do a video on vibration and alignment. But first, I want to see more people joining before I start talking. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to welcome everybody. Feel free to push some likes here, because the more likes we push, the more of a feeding frenzy we create here on this wonderful platform of TikTok. And of course, feel free to share. Thank you for those loves. Feel free to share this live with anybody that you might think that will benefit from it, because the more shares we have as well, the more of a feeding frenzy we create. So let's see. All right, so what I wanted to talk about actually today. Hello, beautiful soul. Hello, my friend. Nice to have you on board. I wanted to talk about vibration and alignment. And this, of course, comes from my wonderful friend Susan Urban, actually. I don't know if she's here right now. I haven't seen her so far. But regardless, even if she's not here on this live, I am going to do a video on it as well, on TikTok and possibly even on YouTube, regardless. So, what do we mean by vibration and alignment? So, the general idea is this, okay? The higher your vibration, the more alignment you have with who you truly are, okay? So, who you truly are is love and light. Who you truly are is already vibrating in a very high vibration and frequency, okay? And the way you actually reach that level here on this physical realm is when you exude positive thoughts and emotions, of course. So the more positive your emotions and your thoughts are, the closer you become aligned with who you truly are. And that is actually not that difficult to do. And when I'm saying it's not that difficult to do, that's because you can start from wherever you're at, okay, whatever emotional state you are right now, you just pick it up a notch, okay? So let's say you're feeling very, very, very sad. So instead of 3 very, very, very sads, you pick it up a notch and you make it very, very sad, okay? And then from there, you go to very sad. Then from there, you go to sad. I'm just giving you an example. From there, you go to not so sad. You get the drift, right? So you gradually improve it and grow it to the point where you are filled with positive emotions. And the one that you are striving for, of course, is love. Okay? Love is it. Love is the ultimate. So, I get it. If you're feeling very, very sad or depressed, you can't just jump out of that emotional state and, do the major jump and love something. I get that, right? So that's why I suggest you go from whatever emotional state you are and you just climb one step higher and higher and higher gradually. So when you finally reach the levels of gratitude, the levels of appreciation, right? The levels of compassion, and finally the level of love, Then what you want to do is you want to maintain that level. And if you are able to maintain that level, you've got it made. Okay, you literally have it made, because now you are in complete vibrational alignment with who you really are. All right, not that hard to do, but it does take some practice. But I guarantee you, if you practice it and if you do it, the results that you will get on your everyday life will be mind-blowing. Literally mind-blowing. Let's see some comments here before we jump into more stuff. I don't have a lot of comments. I have a lot of hearts. Continue giving me some hearts, because we're going to create a feeding frenzy. I'm going to take this opportunity to say to those that don't follow me here on TikTok to go visit my page. And if you like what you see, push a follow. And of course, you can always hit the notifications icon there. So every time I upload a video, you don't miss it, because I do speak about a lot of interesting things according to others, of course. This is not me saying it. This is the messages that I'm getting from pretty much all of you. So this is a mind-blowing experience for me. I'm truly humbled and appreciate it. Having said that, if you wish to subscribe here on TikTok, you can do it while I am live, because once I am not live, I don't believe that that option is there for you. And of course, you can visit me from my TikTok. You can go down to the link tree, you can hit that, and you can visit me on my other platforms as well and follow me there as well. I do different things on different platforms. Okay, so hello, beautiful soul. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? I love to see you here. Okay, let's see. I have some new messages here. Traymore, I believe. Hi, man. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you very, very much for that comment, my friend. And I am sending that right back at you. I want you to have a blessed day. I want you to feel beautiful, rejuvenated, in peace, calm, and in love with not just everything around you, but in love with yourself, especially, because it all starts from within, my friend. Thank you for that beautiful message. So is there any tool to test one's frequency? That's a beautiful question, and I must admit it's not a question that I have had here before. I believe there are different tools out there that test frequencies, of course. And I'm not sure where I would look at. I would probably, if I were you, I would just Google it up, because it seems like Google knows a lot of things these days, including my address and all that. So yeah, I would just Google it and see what comes up in terms of tools I'm talking about now, okay? So thank you very much for that. Interesting. Hello, my friend. Hello, Miss Fancy. Always always grateful and happy to have you on board, because you are such a wonderful character to have here. I'm truly, truly grateful. United Macedonia. I think I just replied to one of your messages. Hello, my friend. I believe you are in Athens tonight, aren't you? Or I should say, yeah, it is tonight. Or for you, it might be morning. Greetings to you, my friend. I hope you are enjoying yourself in Athens, Greece. I hope you are having a blast. I would love it if you just shared with me whatever your travels and experiences are giving you there in Athens. And for those that don't know, I was born in Athens, actually. Okay, so Miss Fan says, yes, maintain is what I have to practice, practice, practice. So it's all about practice, Miss Fancy, absolutely. We get better at things when we put our mind to it. And the more mind and emotion we add to it, the better and better we become. And of course, just like anything else, the more you practice it, the better you will become. No two words about it. So I wouldn't be getting discouraged. I would definitely practice more. So, Dennis, yes, when you say it, it sounds easy. Yes, my friend, thank you for that comment. That's because it is easy. It is very, very simple. The only thing that you need to do, Dennis, is you need to be aware of your vibration. And the way you are aware of it is by being aware of your emotional state. So, the emotions that are related to fear, depression, anxiety, and all that stuff are actually, I don't call anything negative or positive, but I do call them low frequency emotions, right? And when low frequency emotions are generated and you are at that level, what happens, you start attracting other low frequencies and vibrations that are in tune with that you are feeling. Okay, so everything around you in your life will actually seem that it's falling apart, and in reality it will be falling apart because that's where you are. So like I said, I get it. It's a big jump to go, for example, from depression to appreciation, right? So the way you do it is you gradually climb one step at a time. You don't try to make a big leap, a big jump. So it is quite easy if you practice it. So just like I said earlier, just practice, practice, practice. Okay, Sue says, love your content. Thank you. And you know what? Thank you, Sue, for saying that. I love having people like yourself and other wonderful people here on board that are actually, we're all in this together. We are all growing. We are all evolving, and we are all learning from one another. And I want to thank every single one of you for being here and sharing your fabulous and precious time with me. I love all your videos. Thank you very much. I feel very, very humbled. Good morning from Malaysia. Awesome. So Malaysia is in the house. What time is it in Malaysia? If you don't mind, you can throw that out there. Just curious. Watching from KSA. Is that Kansas? I'm not sure. Okay. Dennis says, you have come into my path. Thank you, my friend. And you know what, Dennis? Yes, I came into your path, but at the same time, you came into my path as well, right? Because yes, you might be learning something from me, but at the same time, I am learning something from you as well, because it always works both ways. It's always a two-way street. It's never one-sided. We are here to learn from one another, okay? And thank you for that beautiful comment. So, Krillian Photography, all right, I'm not sure about that. So Miss Fancy says, I'm feeling my vibration rising and wonderful things are on the verge of happening. So this is a very, very wonderful statement, Miss Fancy. I love it. But if I may, I'm going to correct it a little bit, okay? And what I would like to correct is at the end, not that there's anything wrong, I agree with it, but I'm going to make it, I shouldn't say correct it, I should say I'm going to make it more potent, okay? That's the proper word for it. So instead of saying things are on the verge of happening, what I would say is things are already happening right here, right now. And the reason I'm saying that, Miss Fancy, is because everything is in the present moment. Everything is in the now. And when you realize that there's nothing to manifest and there's nothing that we are waiting to happen because everything is happening in the now, our life just explodes. And everything you really, really want just happens like this. So I just gave it a little potent punch, that's all. All right. Hello, my friend. Hello. Emil is in the house. Thank you for those crowns, my friend. I love you, literally, and love and light to you as well. Miss Fancy says, very grateful to you for your guidance in your videos, like the uncle I never had. Thank you very much, Miss Fancy. I truly appreciate your words. It is people like yourself. Thank you for that fire. Oh, wow. I like that because it's kind of getting chilly right here. And that fire that you just threw at me right now just warmed my cockles up. I feel the heat in my bones. I love that. So, hello, good evening. Oh, I got boxing gloves too. Emil, thank you, my friend. Do you have a picture behind you? Yeah, actually, yes, I do. Yeah, there's nothing floating. If that's what you're trying to say, yes, I do have a picture behind me. I don't know if you can see it very, very well, but there is, yeah, there is a frame behind me. No worries. No, I don't have any ghosts or any other dimensions that I know of appearing in your screen anyway. Thank you for that. Emil, wow. Is this the universe? What are you sharing with me? The stars? I love it. Thank you, Emil. It's lighting up. Okay. That's a good thing, I guess. Miss Fancy says, anytime I am up against anything challenging, I chant this. This is simple. This is easy. This is fun. Awesome. I love that. Maybe you can, I'm going to say this again because I love what you said. So Miss Fancy said that every time she's up against anything challenging, so she chants this. She figured out a way to actually make herself feel better. So she chants, this is simple, this is easy, this is fun. And you know what? This is incredible. I love it. Thank you, Miss Fancy, for sharing that because I can see the magic in those words already. Thank you. Okay. I love that. Thank you, Emil, for the beautiful fire again. You're so wonderful. Hello, my friend. Ma is in the house. Hi, Ma. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you, Emil. You're so wonderful. You're so wonderful, Emil. I will definitely practice it, Dennis says. Thank you. Yes, practice it, and don't be shy to share with me what your results were. Can we see your puppy? Yeah, Ma, she's actually outside at the present moment. She was here earlier. The reason why right now I am in a corner and I have cables, of course, for the lighting and all that. Thank you for the hat and the mustache. I don't want her to trip on any of my cables. But if she comes around, yes, I'll be happy to bring her maybe from the other side and show her to you, Ma. Thank you very, very much. We love your puppy. Oh, thank you. I love it. Ireland is in the house. Emil is just mind-blowing me here. He is just sending all kinds of beautiful things. And I truly, truly love that. Look at that. Emil, you're such a character, I tell you. All right, Ireland is here. Hello, hello, hello. So, boxing gloves again. Hello, sir. What advice would you give to 20-year-old? Oh, what advice would you give to a 20-year-old yourself? You mean about me? All right. So the only advice, my friend, that I would give, that's a beautiful question, by the way. The only advice that I would give to my 20-year-old self is this. I would say, trust in the process, trust in the universe, trust in your abilities to always solve whatever it is to solve. Thank you, Emil. And always be present in the moment and always find ways to make yourself happy and feel good, okay? Because this is what it's all about. We didn't come here for money. We didn't come here for riches. We didn't come here, even though it's all good to have, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is we came here to realize and become aware of how powerful we really are, and we came to unite, like Emil is doing right now. He's uniting all of us here. To unite everybody that we can and just kind of give them a boost up and show them that we are truly not what we think we are. We are far greater and far better than that. But thank you. Thank you for that comment. That's a beautiful comment. All right. Thank you. You're so right. Thank you, Miss Fancy. Emil, I love it when you're around because you just make things so interesting. Send boxing gloves again. Again, Emil. It's all Emil. Emil, you're wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so you are an amazing person. I seen a video a while ago and I can't stop watching now. Wow, thank you very much. And sometimes, this is all it takes. Emil, thank you. Thank you, my friend. This is all it takes, right? Sometimes we just see something once, we connect with that person, and in reality, what we are connecting with is the energy of that person and the energy that they're exuding, because what we see is most likely a similar energy that we have in ourselves, and you just carry on, and I love that. Thank you for that. Wonderful, wonderful comments. All right, hello, I'm trying to get this right. So are we conscious awareness? Are they the same thing? So consciousness and awareness are very, very similar. So to be conscious is pretty much to be aware, okay? Because when you are conscious, you know that you are seeing things around, and you know that your body is here, and you're just conscious of your surroundings. Awareness goes one step further, however, because now, see, you can't be conscious of awareness, right? But you can be aware that you're conscious. I don't know if that makes sense to you, right? So awareness is what you really are, okay? Awareness is the icing on the cake. You are aware that you are conscious, but it can't be reversed. But they are very similar in a certain way, if that explains it for you. Dennis, how do you get the knowledge you have? So that's a very, very good question. Like I've said before, I get all this information from downloads that I get either through meditation or through just being aware and present of the present moment, because this is how I spend most of my day and night, of course, being fully aware. And when you are fully aware, what happens is there's no room for thought, literally. So you are simultaneously connected, which we are all connected, of course, but the difference is you don't pinch yourself off from whatever information is coming to you, and you can pick it up easy, and that's where I get my information from. All right, let's get some more hearts out there, folks, because the more hearts we get, the more likes we get, the more people we are bringing aboard. So this is awesome. I love it. So I was saying at the beginning about vibration and alignment, right? So the higher the alignment, the higher the vibration that we have, the higher the alignment, in alignment we are with who we truly are. That's what I'm saying, right? So this was the point of the whole video, and the way we raise our vibration is by simply feeling good, by simply raising our emotional state to a place that really, really feels good. And the higher the emotional state becomes, the closer we become with the alignment of who we truly are. Okay? All right, let's see. Got a few messages here. I'm going down, trying to see some messages. Any questions that any of you might have? Okay, yeah, I work in church as a medium, but I still learn from you. That is awesome. So we learn from one another, like I said before. Sharon Shaz, I believe. So yeah, we learn from one another, and that is wonderful. And whatever work you do, believe me, you are at the right time, at the right place, because there's always something there that you need to be doing, for sure. So I love that comment. Thank you. Emil, I came from work just recently, very tired, but I'll listen while sleeping. Thank you for the live stream. Thank you, Emil. You're so wonderful, my friend. That means a lot to me. Just that statement that you made, coming from work, you are tired, I get it. And at the same time, you're trying to fall asleep and you are listening to me live stream. This is actually very, very humbling to me because I realize what kind of an impact I have on yourself and others like you, of course. And I hope my voice is like a meditative voice and helps you sleep, Emil. I love you, my friend. Thank you for all that you do. So, I think I got it. Thank you, Emil. You're wonderful. I think I got it. Awareness is when you don't think. Consciousness is when you are thinking. Yes, yes, absolutely. So, consciousness is, you pretty much broke it down. So, consciousness is just when you are conscious, like you are awake, right? That's why we call it conscious and subconscious. So, conscious is something that you can control. Conscious is something that you know that you're around, for example, right? But awareness, you're totally correct. You don't need to think to be aware, all right? As a matter of fact, the less you think, the more aware you become. Very good point. Very good point. I'm proud of you guys. Awesome. Jesse, thank you for those hearts. Thank you for the claps. I mean, good evening, my friend. I love this Emil. Yes, Emil is wonderful, isn't he? Campfires and everything else. Having a sip of my tea here. Thank you, Emil. You're wonderful. So then it says, what happens when we sleep? I also listen in bed with earplugs and it's late here. So, I'm not sure what you mean by what happens when we sleep, but this is what happens when you do sleep, actually. When you sleep, Dennis, your soul, if you want to call it that, leaves your body. Okay, you actually travel in different dimensions. You travel to different solar systems. You travel all around the place. Why? Because simply you are not your body. Thank you, Emil. You are not your body. And being kind of like stuck in that body for whatever duration you might be sleeping, anywhere from 6 to 8, some of us 10 hours, it is not productive for your soul. Okay, so your soul leaves your body and it travels around. But what happens is you don't necessarily remember it. And the reason why you don't remember it is because you don't have to remember it. Okay, what you're doing is, different from what your body needs to do. I'm drinking moon water. I love it. Let's see what was here. Thank you, Emil. So when you want to create something, do you use your conscious mind or does it happen in awareness? So this is a beautiful, beautiful question. It can happen in both states, actually. But what you are really trying to strive for is the awareness part of it, okay? Because when you connect with awareness, this is who you really are, okay? And when you connect with awareness, everything that you've always wanted is granted to you, okay? Being conscious of something doesn't necessarily mean that you can bring something into this physical realm. Okay, you can try to bring it, you can try to manifest it if that's the word you want to use, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you will bring it. Being aware of it though, and sticking with awareness, it's guaranteed that it will manifest in this physical reality. All right, very interesting. Thank you. Edward is here. Hello, my friend. So, when we leave this body, to go back to our source, and if we have lived a selfish, greedy life, and I think there's a continuation here. Miss Fancy sending blessings. I'm trying to see if Edward, are we answering to anything? So that's a very, very good question. I totally understand what you mean. You mean if there's some kind of judgment, or if we are answering to something, or if we are held accountable to something. So the answer is this: the only person, if we can call it that you answer to is yourself. Okay. So when you cross over, what happens is that you are going to come across, for example, somebody that you hurt. I'm just giving you an example. You are going to feel that hurt, okay? Like that person got hurt. Somebody that you made feel good, you are going to feel that goodness. So, in other words, there's no judgment, okay, from anything or anyone. But you yourself feeling your impact on others while in this physical realm, you are going to maybe judge yourself. You're the only judge. Nobody else judges you. So, Miss Fancy said, sending blessings over the miles to you and your family. Thank you, Miss Fancy. Kind of you to gift us with your knowledge. Thank you, Miss Fancy. And it's also very, very kind of you to be here at this time watching me. I love it, and I want to thank you for it. Thank you so much. Oh, you're most welcome, my friend. And Bertha's here. I believe sometimes I catch myself dreaming during my work. I drift off and dream, and somehow it becomes true. That is amazing. You know why it becomes true? Because it is true. Like I said before, when you are dreaming, you are going to other realms, other realities, and keep in mind that everything is in the now. Okay? So what you are experiencing has actually happened, but then when you come back to this physical reality, because we experience time in a linear fashion, in a linear way, it kind of shows up a day or two or maybe a little later, and we think, wow, we actually saw this happen. But in reality, everything is happening simultaneously. Thank you for that beautiful comment, Bert. Love from New Zealand, my mystic. Thank you, my friend. Manoj is here. Thank you for being here. I really, really love having all of you from all over the world here. Manoj, you're wonderful. Kaza's here as well. Absolutely. Okay. I love you folks. So, like I said before, for those that just joined and didn't hear me with what I was saying, if you want to align yourself with who you really are, all you need to do is raise your vibration. And the way you raise your vibration is by simply checking your emotional state and bringing your emotional state from wherever you are one step closer to feeling better and better and better, until you ultimately, what you want to do is reach the state of pure love. Manoj, thank you for that, my friend. So, it is not easy to reach the state, thank you again, it is not easy to reach the state of appreciation or gratitude or pure love from a state of depression or fear or anxiety. So what you want to do, like I said earlier, let's say you woke up or something happened in the daytime and you're very, very, very sad. I'm just saying three times sad, right? Very, very, very. So what you want to do in this case is you want to bring it up a notch and feel, instead of very, very, very sad, you want to feel very, very sad. Okay? You just brought it up 2 notches. And then after that, what you want to do is you want to bring it up another notch to just very sad. From there to just sad. From there to not so sad. And bring it all the way up and up and up until you reach pure love. And if you reach the level of pure love, you are in complete alignment with who you really are, actually. But having said that, every step closer to feeling better and better and better, you are becoming closer to aligning yourself with who you really are. Okay, master self, be gentle. Exactly. Totally agree with you. So, can you raise your vibration through certain sounds? 28 Days is asking, or tunes, tones, music, maybe. Yes, absolutely. I've actually did a video on that as well about music, and if the music that you are listening to feels good to you, then yes, your vibration is rising, and you are becoming more and more aligned with who you really are. Your frequency and vibration are both rising. So yes, music, tunes, sounds. For example, you might be outside in nature and just hear birds chirping, okay, or water running, in a stream. That also is going to raise your vibration. 1000%. Camila's in the house. Thank you, my friend. So yeah, I'm learning to not get triggered with anxiety and panic, and that is the key. The key is actually learning to control your emotional state, learning that you are above and beyond whatever emotional state is presented itself to you, right? So if you can find a way not to get triggered, which you can by raising your awareness, okay, then you, my friend, are going to just, boom, you're going to go to levels that you never thought possible. So, Fernando from Uruguay is here. Greetings, greetings, my friend, and thank you for being here. I've always loved your flag. It reminds me a lot of the Greek flag. I was born in Greece. The only thing that's missing is the cross. But yes, always beautiful to have you here. Dustin Walsh is here. How do you define love? So that's a very, very good question. The definition that I give to love is something that, what's the best definition I'll give you? I don't know if you're a parent or not, but if you're a parent and you had that first newborn child, okay, and you were in the delivery room and you just grabbed it and held it in your arms, that precious little baby that you are holding in your arms, you feel nothing but love for it, okay? It's just such an amazing feeling. This is my definition of love, okay? I define it by you would do anything, and I mean anything, for this person, right? This is how I define love. And if you're not a parent, then you can find another way to define it. Just see what maybe you were in love with a spouse or a friend or something, a pet or something that you just couldn't help yourself. So Kaza says, sending my utmost love to all from Australia. We are getting there. Must go now. Thank you for joining, Kaza. Always a pleasure having you here. Take care, my friend. I will always share your knowing. Okay. Ciao. Thank you, my friend. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Thank you. I must go. I wish you love and light. You are in 1 in a million. Thank you for sharing that as well. Thank you for saying that. Bert Kaza, could it be my third eye-opening? Okay. Awesome. I love the way you guys are communicating. Edward, is karma a real thing? Emil, I thought you were falling asleep, my friend. It seems like you're still awake and sending me gifts. I love it. So Edward is saying, is karma a real event? If you wrong someone, do you get it back along the way? So, not in the way we think, okay? Because karma does not exist, believe it or not. Karma only happens when we believe in it, because there's nothing out there that's going to punish us. Thank you, Emil. There's nothing out there that will hold us accountable for anything. The way karma in the way we describe karma happens is because we are holding ourselves accountable for something that we probably didn't even do. We think, oh, this is happening. This is so bad that's happening because, thank you, Emil, again for the train. This bad thing is happening because we must have done something in our past lives and we're holding this karma. So because we are expecting something bad to happen, it happens, okay? It has nothing to do with anything else because there's nobody holding you accountable. You're the only one holding yourself accountable. But thank you for that, Edward. I love it. Okay, thanks. Camila saying, thanks to my awakening and many of the things you have said, I have done my second reading today. Awesome. Thank you. And thank you, Emil. And thank you, Camila. I love to hear this. I'm always, it gives me such great pleasure to listen to your positive statements. So what do you do to change your emotional state? That's awesome. There's two ways to do it. One is by just raising your vibration inside. Some of us can actually just feel the tingles and raise our vibration. The other one that you would do is just think of positive things. Think of lovely things. Think of stuff that make you feel good. And the minute you think something, your emotional state will follow. Okay, always. There's no two ways about it, because what you think, your emotions will follow. Do R2 is here. Good to be here now. Thank you, my friend. I know for a fact that you love to make those comments about the now and to be in the present moment. And I just love to have you on board. Thank you, Duarte. Right. So Camila says, a person love is so different from the love for our kids. Yes, it is. I get it, Camila. It really is. But at least we're headed towards the right direction. When we say that we love something, at least we are raising our vibration. For sure. I agree with you, Camila. Okay. So totally, what about with that love? It sure does define the feeling for you and how powerful it is. Absolutely. Thank you. I love all your comments here. See if we can catch any other messages here. Really appreciate your teachings. Not a lot of people are willing to share what you are sharing. Thank you for that beautiful comment. I am sharing this because my goal is to raise the frequency and the vibration by not only as a species of humans, but I want to raise the frequency and the vibration of the planet and of the whole universe, because believe it or not, I've said this before, everything around us has a consciousness of some sort, and believe it or not, everything around us is alive in a sense, and our planet is alive. It's a living, breathing organism. Thank you, Mil. And our universe is a living, breathing organism, if you want to call that. And by us raising our vibration and becoming in alignment, we just raise the whole, whether it's our humans, animals, the planet, the universe. Everything is coming up to a higher level, higher vibration, because when we raise ours and we are in a certain place, naturally it will raise its vibration as well. So Dustin says, I'm not a parent. Buddhism says, you wish the object of love happiness. Awesome. So yeah, follow what, if you're connected with Buddhism, Buddhism is very, very wise as well. And go right ahead and do that. Absolutely. Miss Fancy, Emil is so awesome. Yes, he definitely is. Emil is one of a kind. Believe it or not, Emil is trying to sleep right now. He's got his earphones on and he's trying to sleep, and at the same time he's connecting with us, and he's sending all these wonderful gifts to me as well. He's such a wonderful person. So, M7 Asen, I believe, what food I should avoid to help my journey into awakening? So, any food that makes you feel heavy, I would avoid. Any food that makes you not sleep well at night, I would avoid. And I'm not giving a particular name to any food because everybody is different. We're all different digestive systems and immune systems, so not everybody is the same, right? But in general, if a food makes you feel heavy, I would avoid it, okay? And then I would go one step further and I would say, thank you, Emil. I would say, if you can generally fast for a period of time, and when I say fast, I mean don't eat nothing, okay, just water, even if you can do that for 1 day a week, for example, that's going to uplift your spiritual journey, believe it or not, and your awakening process. And the reason for that is because your mind kind of starts to slow down when you give it less food. I don't know what that is. It must be some kind of chemical reactions. And the minute it slows down, your thoughts start slowing down, you are more in tune with who you truly are. Camilo says, thank you for doing what you do. It sure helps. I was spot on in both readings, more or less. Thank you for sharing this with us, Camila. That's amazing. I'm glad that you were spot on. That's amazing. Thank you. Meal Miss Fancy, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Camila, way to go. Thanks, so awesome to Camila. I love you guys. You guys are interacting with one another. That's why I'm saying we are building a community. We are all one here. I love to see you interact with one another. This is marvelous. I love this. So I think you can find love in so many things. Just got to be open. Absolutely. So this is something that somebody highly advanced in the spiritual realms would say, actually. So I can guarantee you that you are way up there, my friend, just by making this comment. Yes, if you can see the love in everything or in most things around you, then you know that you are definitely on the right path. And when I say right path, there's no right or wrong path, but you're on the right path to connect with who you really are, I should say. Okay, good night, beautiful people. Enlightenment can be a lonely journey. You don't need to do it alone. No, you don't need to do it alone. I guarantee you that. Thank you for that comment. And that's why we are all here together. And we can see that we are like-minded people interacting with one another. I love it. Thank you for the whipped coffee, Emil. I love it. Does the water temperature matter when you are using it to manifest? No. No, it doesn't matter at all. Water is water. It has a consciousness of its own, believe it or not. It doesn't matter what temperature the water is. But having said that, I would prefer if it were room temperature, whatever room you're sitting in, just use that. Why? Because your body is already in alignment and in the same frequency and vibration that the room is in. So if the water is in the same frequency and vibration, even the better. Mila, thank you for telling him. It even means a lot to me. He learned a way so fast. Thank you. You're saying that to Awi? Thank you. Awesome. I feel I can't be happy until everyone is happy. Well, no. The way this works is actually you have to be happy within yourself. And by you being happy within yourself, you exude that. And it's kind of like a ripple effect. When you exude that, everyone else that you come in contact with will also start joining in that ripple effect. Okay, so I would reverse that statement. Okay, instead of you waiting for everybody else to be happy until you're happy, no, just be happy yourself, and the ripple effect will cause everybody else around you to be at least happier. Emil is saying, is numerology also connected with spiritual world? So everything is connected with a spiritual world, Emil. And numerology, a lot of times what happens, different spirits, different entities use numbers to connect with us. But the way the numbers are used is always in alignment with what that number means to you personally, for example. So let's say you see the number 7 over and over and over again. There's definitely a message there from somebody from the spiritual world for you, but that message is specifically for you. So, for example, the number 7 for me might mean something different, but to you it might mean something different. So you gotta find the significance of that number to you, okay? But yes, it's definitely connected to the spiritual world. Angel says, wonderful words and knowledge. Thank you, Angel. And Camila and Miss Fancy, you guys are talking back and forth. That's good. I'm in shock. A month ago, I couldn't do anything. Now, I both heal, read, and feel loved. Awesome. This is the kind of stuff I love to hear. Thank you for sharing this, Camila. What kick-started your awakening? You know, that's an amazing story. My kickstart would have been, I would say, just me becoming more aware of the present moment. That's what kickstarted, right? Certain events happen in everybody's lifetime that kind of like kick you down, throw you down. And then when you reach a certain level, you realize that you're far above and beyond it. And it starts like a spiritual journey like that. So sometimes we need to be kicked down. But in my case, it was mostly just becoming aware of my surroundings and totally fully present in the moment. And at the same time, I was also meditating twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. But there were a few times that I thought that I was meditating for 30 minutes, but next thing I knew, I was out for almost an hour. And I'm not talking about sleeping, I'm just talking about in that space of meditation, I felt so connected that when I snapped out of it, an hour had gone by. And I didn't sleep. I'm just saying it was pure meditation, and it's amazing. So all these things kickstarted stuff for me. Still listening. I can see that, Emil. You are still listening. I'm surprised you're not sleeping. Thank you all. I like your teachings. Thank you. Edward saying, thank you for your utterly believable knowledge. You're changing my thinking about everything. That's awesome. And trust me, when I, not just me, but when you hear stuff being said, Edward, just take the things that are in alignment with you. What do I mean by that? Take the things that feel good to you or sound good to you. Okay, and the stuff that don't sound good to you or don't feel good to you, just put them on the side. Okay. Having said that, there might come a time in the future that you might be in alignment with the things that you heard, and it's just you just put them in your life at that particular moment, because sometimes what happens, we hear things but we're not in complete alignment with everything. So you just take the stuff that sound good to you and leave the rest. Emil is still sending all kinds of gifts here. Emil, I thought by now you'd be snoring, but obviously you're not. If you're still sending gifts, that's awesome. Thank you, Emil. So Bert is saying, real, I feel people, I feel the anger, grief, happiness, sadness, nervousness, anything. Tell me how to deal with it. Okay, so basically, Bert, you are what we call an empath. Okay, and empaths are very, very special people, and it seems by the way you are describing things that you are an empath as well. So the way to deal with this, Bert, is to, first of all, when you enter a room and you feel grief or happiness, I want you to distinguish the difference. I want you to understand that what you are feeling is not your grief or your anger, okay? What you are feeling is somebody else's anger, okay? And once you can distinguish that, then you're going to realize that you don't need to be trapped into it at all, because this is not who you are, okay? All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you, my friend Camila. Again, I love it. All I wanted my whole life is to help everyone always feel whole. Awesome. I got so many messages here, great teachings. I might not even have time to go through all these messages because you guys are incredible. You're firing so many messages towards me, and I could be here all night responding. So if I miss your messages, forgive me. You can always, if you're friends with me, you can always PM me, and I will answer there. Okay, all right. Let's see who else. Push and pull, nothing happened. Nothing happens, no energy. So I wouldn't really worry about it if nothing happened. You're probably just putting too much thought into it. The way push and pull works is by simply just using it and letting it go and let the universe take over. And Rick, good evening, my friend. Once again, Rick is here. I love that. Miss Fence says, I would love more higher vibrational friends. You came to the right place, Miss Fancy, because we have a lot of high vibrational people in this, even right here with us live. Yes, Camila says the same thing. Bert, you are an empath. Protect your feelings so you don't get worn out. I would listen to that, Bert. Camila knows a thing or two about this, and this is awesome. I love the way you guys are communicating. I've tried moving toilet paper. Awesome. And what happened? Did you move it? Would you ever do meditations on here? Yes, I have already done meditations. I've done a video live as well. I believe it was live, or no, it was actually a video. But yes, I would definitely do a meditation on here. So finishing my 7-year journey 2 days ago, I am the main character. Awesome. I love to hear these kind of things. Thank you for your gift of knowledge. Awesome. How am I called an empathist? Bert, I don't know why you're called an empathist. You're definitely an empath, I'll tell you that. Can you feel our personal energy from our questions? Absolutely, yes. I can feel your personal energy. You know, there's a funny way, because when somebody phrases a question in a particular way, it actually tells you a lot about that person. Just the way the question is put together, you can get a very good idea of what's happening. Good night and thank you, my friend. All right, any other questions that we might hear? Okay, does my religion may affect my journey into awakening? I feel I can't combine both of them. So yes, definitely religion would play a huge role in your awakening process, and most of the time your religion unfortunately would delay that process. And the reason I'm saying that is because Most religions delay the process of awakening, believe it or not. It's just that's the way they're designed. There's nothing wrong with it. They're perfect the way they are because they are actually there for you to become awakened. You see, religions are a tool as well. They're a tool for you to use and to awaken. Religions are not meant to literally take the books that they have and read them word by word and understand them like that, because that's not the way they were meant to be. When younger, I was practically clairvoyant, especially in dreams. Lost everything. How to get it back? By simply going back to the time when you were younger in your mind, and by simply reliving what you were going through at that particular time. By reliving it and hashtagging it, you are actually going to get a good kickstart into your current time and place where you are. And that ability that you had is never lost. Believe me, it's always there. You just need to reconnect with it. Can you recommend a good guided astral projecting on YouTube? I don't really follow anybody on YouTube that does astral projecting. I can create a video if you like on astral projection. The general idea though is pretty simple. Okay, so basically what you do is you just lay comfortable in in your bed, or you can sit in a sofa, wherever you might be sitting. Dim the lights. Look at a particular spot on the wall. That's the way I prefer how to do it. Look at a particular spot on the wall. There's other ways, of course, of doing it, but this is my favorite. And when you look at the spot in the wall, don't move. Literally, don't move your eyes, don't move your head, don't move nothing. Just look at it and stare at it for as long as it takes. And then when you feel like your body's getting tired or heavy, what I want you to do is try to reach that dot, reach that spot without moving, okay? And then when you think that you can reach it, just try to reach it, right? And then when you go there, I want you to look back at your body. Don't be surprised when you look back and you see your body laying there, and your body will be obviously sleeping, and then you will realize that you are not your body. From there on, you can actually just think of something instantly and you will astral project. Let's say you want to go to the moon, you're in the moon. If you want to go to a different solar system, you're in that solar system. Just thinking about it will make you travel, and you have to be confident in it, and don't be afraid that you're not going to return to your body, because you literally are going to come back to your body when you're ready to. Yes, thank you for that, Camila. Bert, Camila's talking to. All right, Dennis says, I really need to go to sleep. Thanks for your wisdom. Thank you, my friend. I'm going to cut it here as well. So, because I see it is getting late here as well. Good night. All love yous. All love, love, love. Okay, thank you all, everybody. On this note, I wish you could do a Shake Balancia on us, and sure everyone could use it and would love it. Okay, thank you for that, Camila. All right, so on this note, I'm going to let you guys go as well. Good night, good night, good night. All right, I want you to, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Love and light to all. Okay, thank you for connecting. I'm truly, truly humbled. I'm truly grateful to have all of you here. Good night, Miss Fancy. Good night, Rick. Good night, Camila. Good night, every single one of you that took place here. Okay, just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful team of people to have here. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight to you all. Like I said before, Emil, you're such a wonderful person. You're probably snoring already, but that is great. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for connecting. Thank you all. Have a good night. Love and light. I love you all.